5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's 72-minute battle shell, what the fuck?
Welcome to Algethar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been...
Well, it seems like things are indeed. Now with us, it should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away.
Oh, he's going in. Okay.
Please,
I respect it.
if you could, clear them out while we realign the light magics of this place.
Hell yeah, brother. Stasis caught. Incredible how Brood takes like 3 times the damage on this pull, and like they're just as easy to heal as a warrior. One now, bro.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait! Ichistras, there is too much
Why
light
did my
magic.
breath do no damage
What are you
there?
doing?
What the fuck?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
It is strategy to stack and go left. As an evoker healer, you can consider being like a step behind your team. You don't need to tight stack, you just want them to like... You don't want puddles like all the way over here. This is fine. This is more than fine. You don't need to be perfect. And it's really easy to like fix the positioning of these. Just don't troll your team if you're not in position with them.
Watch your step. AOE incoming.
Deep breath is really good when the ads come out. So is time dilation on your tank.
Watch your step. Begin.
How much healing does this do? 18%, 17, 2%. Okay, that's fine.
Watch your step.
I want to say that amount's flat. See, this is fine. I was not stacked with them.
Incoming.
These things are still, like, fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, you have an emergency second dispel of Cauterize if you really need it. If your tank goes from like 30 stacks dispel to like another 30 stacks, that's when you'd use Cauterize. Reason why you go Windfire, by the way, now is they made fire where it like lights the boss on fire and it causes pulse and AoE damage for the entire fight once you activate fire. So ideally you don't want to do that unless you like are really planning to hard Zug at the start, which we obviously don't have Bloodlust. So you're doubling the output of the damage to your entire group on that fight by sending fire first. It's a lot of strain on your healer, and it's a lot of strain on defensive uses because it takes it to where you have to defensive every Screech at the point that you trigger fire because it's just too much damage. You can roar the eagle, but you want to save it for the double eagle pack. And I have a boomy anyways for the single eagle, so. So ideally he would press the soothe. Because it's just one target. You don't want to let that stack twice, because it just ends up doing a lot of tank damage. This is a attack speed buff for all the birds. Probably least important to a warrior. Warrior's really good at fizz damage mitigation. But still good to keep in mind, and still good practice to use your utility if you have it.
Alright, now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skin.
They seem to have pushed a bunch of hot fixes very recently. Even though we're still within the first week, we haven't even hit the first reset. I don't think there's any extra action button anymore. The orb just throws itself when you're in the circle. Which is nice. And like I was talking about the Screech earlier, they reworked the Screech from Dragonflight. So it used to just do more damage the more Screeches you had to endure. And the way you would reset it is by igniting the goals. Now it just does flat damage. It's just a dot. It just does group damage, but it doesn't get more powerful. It's consistent damage now. I know. I didn't get the first Cauterize, but I know. I know what he's saying. Okay, we're gonna potion. This is the one of the two that's much more easy to get damage off as a healer. Because fire also just, like I said, does pulsing damage.
Frontal.
So it's like you have to also heal through the fire damage amp. But wind is absolutely free.
Casting.
I didn't need the Zephyr there, I actually should have saved it. That's a mistake by me. I procced out a little too early. Hopefully that's okay. No. No time dilation value.
Stop casting.
I also just committed 3 cooldowns to 1 bleed.
Frontal.
Okay, we're gonna Verdant Mafumi. Big fat heal.
Stop casting.
Ah!
Your survival isn't necessary. Frontal.
I'm fine. Most of course. That was a misclick of the fucking century. Holy Jesus. Hell, I meant to hit stasis there. Jesus Christ. That one misclick. Suffice to say, I usually don't make boneheaded ass mistakes like that.
Excuse the mess.
I'm usually a very consistently good player. Holy bro.
Together my lesson plan.
Monka giga. Early rewinds. Or
Here we are. Ahem. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon Flight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct.
yeah, I mean it's pretty typical the Bloodlust that pool.
The internet quickly started to wreak
Pretty typical. So I don't want to hold back progress.
The
Catch
Blue
balls.
Dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane orbs that could allow it to grow further out of control.
As I've said in other videos, or will likely say in other videos, Evoker doesn't really need mana, usually.
Back the dragons.
The only fights you need mana on are ones with consistently high spread group damage, where you're constantly having to echo multiple hots and multiple combos on people.
AOE incoming.
Dragons neared victory. Veximus unleashed its full arcane
Catch
power
balls.
against them.
Because your spells are not that expensive.
Spread soon. Catch balls. Spread soon.
And if you have the ability to greet or like get some essence burst disintegrates in, you should also be fine.
AOE incoming.
Holy Jesus, that okay.
Catch
I
balls.
just saved my priest of life with that. Monka giga.
Spread soon. Catch balls. Spread soon. AOE incoming. Catch balls.
Good news for that ability is it's just failure damage after the pulse goes off, so you just have to heal people before it.
Tried its best to defeat the dragons.
16%. Okay.
Ultimately destroyed. Well done.
Yeah, and also because Evoker doesn't really use mana, Innervate kind of fucking useless. It'd be good if Innervate actually gave you mana rather than just made your spells free. But it hasn't been that way since Classic. Ow, bro. You cannot LOS that ability, by the way. It ignores line of sight. It should be fairly obvious, but you want to ramp before those arcane smashes. Evoker's actually one of the better ones at dealing with this, because you actually have group burst healing. Yes, I see the pat, thank you. Relax, kid. I don't need 20 million pings, I have eyes.
Greetings, New. How are you? You are not registered here. These are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them. Think about what you have done.
Spread.
Two common strats is either tank it at entrance first or tank it in a cubby first. Cubby is these things over here.
Run out.
You will not pass the semester.
There used to not be two puddles that would spawn immediately, but it's one of the things I did to make this fight harder.
Spread soon.
You don't need to dispel this because it only does damage on expiration.
Run out.
You will not pass the semester.
This is a bullet hell fight, so just like watch your feet most of all. There's not much damage you really need to heal if people just like watch.
Spread soon. Debuff on
Learn from this.
Much more important to just avoid damage rather than like anything else in this fight.
Run out.
Go to the corner.
Which may seem obvious, but I'm telling you that because like it's very easy to over panic on this fight.
Spread soon.
Because it's chaotic as hell, but you really don't need to take it. Like it's really not that scary once you realize most, like 90% of the damage is avoidable.
Run out.
You will not pass the semester.
The only other two sources of damage are that dot people get when they get hit by a random ability, or the dispel.
Spread soon.
And
Debuff on you.
yeah, see, like that, I just took an order to the face. That's my fault.
Run out. Watch your feet.
Go to the corner.
And the arcane vacuum, but the arcane vacuum does like no damage. The only way that kills you is if you get pulled through a puddle or orb. And easy.
For now.
Nice. Still no whistle, by the way. You can say I've done this boss just a little.